as we have stood in many occasions like this together to say to you, do not give up the fight. Don't make them win. Don't make evil win. Having heard all of this and how gory the details are, I'm sure you will appreciate why it took me so long to come to talk to you. Because I had to consider whether or not I really wanted to share all. Now rotten fruit is still on the counter and the flies are still swarming it. It's time to clear it out so that we can have a clean kitchen to work in. It's time to clear it out. So consider this the beginning of the clearing exercise. We're not done yet. There is more to come. We will not bow to threats. Watch for all those who are coming to put out leaks now. Or claim they have leaks now. Know that they are part of the extortives of secretary. Know this one thing, that I will see the audit through. And those who did wrong will be brought to justice. They will be brought to justice. The first phase is completed. That's where 3 contractors did 80 plus works. We have the second phase nearly done. Grouping of contractors done. I held true to the promise that payments will start as monies are available once the audit is completed. Those 3 contractors who were in the first phase all now come and say, well, we want more money now. You only give us 10%. I told you that one worker implicated in this was fired, and the legal team is currently preparing the necessary legal documents because we're taking it to the full extent. I'm advised administrator charges were laid against an administrator before the Public Service Commission. To point out invoices that were laid before us, what were paid, what remains are not responsible to the courts of the land, and let them pay for what they have done to the people of Tobago. But Tobago, the bigger issue at stake here is your autonomy. Your autonomy. Notice in how many ways they choose to be an affront to your autonomy, to your ability to govern yourself. This is not so much about whether you like Farley and friends or not. This is about your autonomy. And every single time we allow the central government and a political party to eat away at your autonomy, you are destroying the institution that is the Tobago House of Assembly. You are destroying the little bit of responsibility and legislative power we do have in Act 40 of 1996. You have to protect that at all costs. I've seen things happen that if it was an Orville day, he'll be screaming about protocol. He'll be screaming about the breaches. He'll be screaming about disrespect. And yet they do it to us. So perhaps our biggest flaw is really being too nice and just allowing it to happen. And so this fight is on. And Tobago, I want you to know that you will win. Tobago must win. Under all circumstances, you have to win. The institution that is the Tobago House of Assembly must win. We will commit to communicating more with you and being ready with our responses to even some of the madness we just seem to ignore. We will ensure, Tobago, that we deliver on as many mandate pledges as we can, given the constraints. We have already delivered on a significant amount. Later this month, you will see us lay out all of the things you have delivered up to this point. A full lookbook will be coming your way. We want to ensure, Tobago, that we protect our children's future, protect those that will come after us, ensure that our children get a good education, and that our children can self-actualize in Tobago. We have to ensure that our businesses will thrive, that the private sector will grow again, that tourism will bounce back. And that's why we're investing so much in marketing where tourism is concerned. Care is optimal, is at its best. The levels of healthcare delivery across the island. You are seeing infrastructural works in places you never thought possible. Imagine for a moment that when Robinson was chairman of the THA, it was a donkey cart road going through Friendship. When Lennox Denoon came after Jeff Davison, still donkey cart road. Hotchai came as the first chief sec, donkey cart road. Orville, donkey cart road. Kelvin, donkey cart road. Ansel, donkey cart road. And Farley come, we get in full road. It is that kind of bold developmental moves that they are fearful of. Not so much that we are doing wrong things, but they are fearful that if we are allowed to execute the work as you want us to execute them, that Tobago will be a different place. They don't want Tobago to be the greatest little island on the planet. Because for Tobago to be the greatest little island on the planet, it means it has to become greater than our neighbor. We have to become greater than our neighbors. That's the threat. That's the fear that in our move to become the greatest, that we will become greater than them. It's not our fault. They choose the government they deserve. Tobago, you chose a government that is quite progressive. And we will keep the levels of progression going. We will communicate with you more effectively going forward. We will stand up and we will fight back. We will be less silent about all of the fake news and the fake profiles, the false information being peddled. Note that there is no chink in this armor. With God on our side and the prayers and support of you, the people, we will get there. I assure you, Tobago, we will get there together. We won't leave any of you behind. Child by child, family by family, village by village, we will carve out the greatest little island on the planet. This too shall pass. Threats or no threats, extortion attempts or no extortion attempts. We will survive this. And we will ensure that Tobago comes out better for it. I thank you very much for listening. Thank you for all of you who have been patient. I thank so many of you who were online fighting back against the nasty narratives. I thank you for not listening to those who peddled untruths. I thank you for rejecting this attempt at resuscitating themselves. But I thank you for choosing Tobago. And I thank you for resting your confidence with the Tobago People's Party. Thank you, and may God richly bless you. Bye.
night and day. For next to nothing pay, so they can't see the way. We don't enjoy equal facility. Like Pharaoh and company, brainwashing we say we free. We just can't hold this way. We just can't hold this way. Please deliver us today. We just can't hold this way. Time to make them oppressors pay. We just can't hold this way. So the children could see their way. We just can't hold this way. Oh, 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 oh. Suffer like this. You said that you will take care of the poor, just like you did in Egypt. When Pharaoh had the Israelites in bondage, you delivered them. But here again, we are in the same khaki pants. We have those modern Pharaohs who oppress the poor, who represents Israel. They confuse us with so much lie. Not even thinking that we would realize. And if we criticize, could be ostracized. We don't know who to trust. That's why I say, Lord,